Hello, welcome. This is my update. This is now 3 weeks after the Prana Retreat, and things are going really well. So, let me talk you through what happened. In the last video I made, that was 1 week after, I was telling then about not having much energy in that first week. And at the end of the first week, my energy started coming back a bit. So, what has been happening since? Well, the second week was all about detox. I could feel my body. I started feeling a bit better after the first week, and then I started feeling my body going into this detox process. Um, my urine was burning, my spleen was hurting. I had some points on my foot that were really painful, really specific points, like crazily painful. And I looked it up at reflexology charts, and that had to do with sinuses. And indeed, I could feel my whole face. Stuff was happening there. Sinuses were clearing. And we were told by Manor and Amudra that this is what would happen. Your body starts to, um, it starts to purify itself. It starts to heal itself. Everything that's there, that is old stuff, gets cleaned up. So my body was really going for it. At some point, my mouth, and that really happened. I did one breathing session in the evening to energize the body, and then afterwards, straight away, boom, I could feel this pain in my jaw, my teeth, my mouth, my gums, like that. Crazy how it works. So my mouth was going on, and that was taking a lot of energy. So again, the second week, I felt better than the first week, but all that was going on, and it still feels a bit like your body is ill or something. So that was still ongoing. I still lost another kilo of weight in that second week. So again, the body is still, the strength is not there in the body. Feeling really good inside my head, in my headspace, really clear, really lovely. But yeah, that was still going on. So I'm quite impatient with this. So I was like, come on, when is this going to shift? And that shifted in the third week, where energy started coming back. And halfway through the third week, I really started feeling, well, actually normal. So at the moment, I feel actually completely like before this whole prana journey. The only difference is that I don't eat. But my body I feel totally fine in my body. I'm much more relaxed with it. And yeah, I feel completely fine. The difference is that my body is still weak. I've lost a lot of weight. I'm now at 53 kilos. I started with 59. So, the body lost a lot of muscles. It lost a lot of strength with that. And that's going to take some time to get back. We were advised not to go crazy. Let's not start doing workouts and training to quickly, build your body back up. Your body's not there yet. I'm now in this phase where the mind, it feels like I can do anything, but yes, I can do the normal things. I can't start running yet or doing exercise. So that I'm gonna give it a few weeks, and then hopefully the energy is even more better, and then I can do some light workouts to strengthen the body a little bit. But at the moment, every day is getting better. Every day it's hard to judge because you're in it every day. And also by now, it's almost like I don't think much of the process anymore. Everything is becoming more normal. Not eating is becoming totally normal. Really used to this. Especially during the day, I just drink the juices that we are supposed to drink. And I start to forget taking these juices because you just forget, like, oh yeah, it's time to take another juice. So that's where before I was like, oh please, well, I can have an extra next juice, So now it's so easy. Funny enough, I find that obviously I'm cooking for my daughter who lives with me, Victoria, and I'm more enjoying cooking for her now than I did before, because it's just a nice thing to do, and I'll make a nice meal for her, and it's totally fine. I might taste the sauce, and that's it. It's much easier to resist eating those meals. Um, so so it's going really well. Um, Things that I notice is, I don't know if you can see it. If I go to the camera, my eyes are more open than before. It's a bit strange to go so close. Hello. So yeah, my eyes are more open, and it's like literally like my eyes are being opened. So that's nice. Um, yeah, I've got this real mental clarity, um, which if you've ever done a detox, you will know how that feels. If you have this detox for a few days, you feel so clear inside. And that feeling now I have permanently, but then multiplied. And there is this stillness inside me that is always present. It's always, I can be really active, I can do things, but that stillness is always present, that's always there. And it's very easy. The moment I stop doing something, then I just come back to this. And that's beautiful. I feel super connected. Um, so I'm doing great. Um, it is a miracle. The whole thing still feels like, I feel so normal now that I take it for granted sometimes. But yeah, if you think that before we were conditioned, we need this food, and actually we don't. We can do without. It's crazy. And to think that it only took 3 weeks to get to this state where it feels so comfortable, um, which is, if you think of a lifetime of eating food, I'm 51. So 1 week at the retreat, and then 3 weeks after, so altogether a month's journey, and you're done with that, which is amazing. It's so quick, actually. The first 2 weeks felt really long, and now it's like, that's behind me, that's lifted, and yeah, really easy. I'm sure things might still come up. I don't know. We'll see. Um, so yeah, and to think that this is now 3 weeks after a 1 week retreat, so there's now in total 5 weeks when I haven't had any normal food, only drinking juices, which is about 600 calories a day. So can you imagine that you don't eat anything, you don't have a meal, you don't have a breakfast, you don't have a lunch, you don't have a dinner for 5 weeks? I mean, how crazy is that, right? And here I am, I'm feeling completely fine. Yeah, I've lost some weight, but the body is healthy. Yeah, it's amazing. It's an amazing, amazing process. And I can really recommend it to anybody. If you feel that it resonates, then it's an amazing thing to do. And it gives me an enormous feeling of freedom and of unlimited potential. And I can feel that all the ways how I've been limiting myself, keeping myself small, that is all starting to melt away. If I can do this, if this is possible, then anything is possible. I can't think of any bigger belief system than that we need to eat in order to live. And that's actually not true. So if this is possible, then anything is possible. And that's sort of that freedom, that feeling, that's just amazing. And sometimes I need to remind myself of it, because that's already becoming the norm again. It's amazing how quickly we adapt. So I'm gonna leave you there. I'll record something. Yeah, the interval will go down a bit. Maybe I'll do something next week, and like a 1 month, and I'll do something at 2 months, something like this. Or if something interesting happens. So thank you for watching. Thank you for following my journey. Subscribe so you get notifications of new videos coming out. And see you later. Bye.